Programming in C++, Unit 1, Principles of Object-Oriented Programming. The name of topics are constant, variables, operators. Objective of today's slide is constants, variable, reference variables, operators in C++, scope resolution operator, memory management operators, manipulators and typecast operator. Constant. Const is a keyword to use to declare a variable as a constant variable. It is same as a C language. What is a constant variable? That if you don't want to change the value of any variable during the whole program, then we have to declare that variable as a constant variable. So using the const keyword, we can declare it. So the syntax is const data type constant name is equal to value. Const int x is equal to 10. Here we declare the value of x as a 10 as a fixed value during the whole program. We cannot change the value of x during the program. If we write const x is equal to 10, then in x here we store the integer type of data. So the default data type of x is in integer. Const int x. This type of statement is not valid in C++. It is valid in C but not valid in C++. So the next is variable. The variable definition means to tell the compiler where and how much to create the storage for the variable. The concept of variable, it is same as C language. How to declare it? Data type, space, a single variable name or a multiple variable name. Example, integer I, j, k. Here in a single line, we have declared three variables I, j and k as an integer. So now these three variables I, j and k are able to store the integer type of data. How to initialize variable in C++? So variable can be initialized at the time of declaration itself. Data type, variable name is equal to value. Int d is equal to 3. Here the value is assigned 3 to the variable d at the time of declaration. This is called a variable initialization in C++. It is same as C language. Next is a reference variable. Now this is a new concept in C++. A reference variable is a one type of variable which provides an alias or the alternate name for a previously defined variable. A reference variable must be initialized at the time of declaration. The syntax for it, the data type. Here the ampersand symbol is used before the name of reference variable is equal to variable name. This variable is a name of variable which this new variable is going to dependent on this variable. So this particular reference variable, the value of this reference variable, it is same as this previous variable, and this new variable is known as a reference variable because it refers to the previous variable. For example, here a, b and total, these are the simple three variables. The value of a and b is already assigned. The total is equal to a plus b. So the value of total is equal to 15 plus 25 is equal to 40. Integer ampersand sum. So sum is defined as a reference variable. To whom it refer? Then it refer to the variable total. So what this line says, that here the sum is a reference variable. It is declared as a reference variable and refer to the variable total. The meaning of it is the value of sum, it is same as total. If the value of total is changed, then the sum is changed, and if the value of sum is changed, then the total will be changed. Cout total, cout sum, both will print the answer 40. Now change the value of sum. Sum is equal to 20, and then print the value of total and sum both. So the value of both variable will be changed, and it will print the 20. Okay. So any one value out of these two variable is changed, then the other is automatically changed. This is called a reference variable. Operators in C++. C++ supports the set of operators including all the operators of C. All the C operator work with the same meaning in C++, but in C++ it adds some other operators like scope resolution operator, memory management operator, and manipulators. And these previous operators which we have used in C that are same as in C++. Arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, bitwise, assignment, conditional and special operators. Now about the new operators in C++. The first is a scope resolution operator. The symbol of the scope resolution operator is this. In C++, first clear the concept of the local variable and the local variable. Local variable, that means a variable which is declared inside the function or a block, is called the local variable for that particular function or the block. And what is a global variable? A variable which is declared outside the function or the block is called the global variable for that particular function or a block. So in C++, to access the global version of the variable inside the function and the block, that is not possible. But in C++, the global version of variable is accessed inside the function and the block using the scope resolution operator. So scope resolution operator is used to uncover a hidden variable. The syntax for the global variable is the scope resolution operator with variable name. For example, here integer a 10. So this a is defined outside this main function. So this a is known as a global variable. Where inside the void main integer a is equal to 15. So this a is defined inside the void main. So this a is called a local variable. So if I write the value of a simply a, then it will print the value of a for this particular local variable, and here it will print the 15. Here see the output. The value of a is equal to 15. It is print from this line. Whereas the value of a is equal to, if I use a scope resolution operator and a, then it will print the value of a which is declared outside this void main. That means this a means it is going to print the value for the global variable. So here the value of this global variable a is equal to 10. So here it will print the value of a is equal to 10. Memory management operator. In C++, the unary operators new and delete are used to allocate and free a memory at a runtime. So basically these both are known as a memory management operator. If an object can be created by using a new operator and it is destroyed by the delete operator. In C language we are using calloc and malloc function to allocate the memory and free function to deallocate the memory. So in place of malloc and calloc, here the new operator is there, and in place of free the delete operator we are going to use. First about the new operator. The new operator can be used to create the object of any type. For example, syntax, the name of pointer variable is equal to new data type. So see the example, integer star p is equal to new int. So what this statement is saying, that it is going to create the memory for the integer data type at a runtime. When the program is running, at that time it create a memory for the variable p, and how many memory it is going to create? Then it is going to create a 2 bytes because the size of integer is 2 bytes. Same way we can create a multiple or the array at the runtime, okay, using this syntax. Pointer variable is equal to new data type in bracket size. So int star pa is a pointer variable, is equal to new int 10. So 10 memory space are generated to store the integer type of data, and this memory is generated for the variable PA. PA is going to point this 10 memory location, but this space is created at a runtime. So in place of 10, you are able to change the size. So what is the benefit of this new operator? That at a runtime you are able to create a memory. In a simple array, the size is fixed, so we cannot increase or decrease the size. Delete operator. It is used to deallocate the memory. So once we use that particular memory, after that we can delete or destroy the space using the delete operator. Syntax is delete pointer variable name, delete P. And if it is an array, then delete size pointer variable, whatever size is there, delete opening closing bracket P. It free the space which is generated by the variable P. So basically new and delete are the memory management operators. Now manipulators. There are two manipulators, endl and setw. Endl indicate the end of line. It is same as /n in C language. Setw, it is used to format the output. For example, in A stored the 15, B stored the 420, and C stored the 3542. So here the number of digits used in these three variables are different. But if I want to set the width of this from the right hand side, then I am going to use a setw operator with 4 width. Setw 4a. Then first it create the 4 space, and in the last 2 space it write the 15. Setw 4b. Then first is create the 4 space, and after that it write the number 420. Same way for C. So here the output is a formatted output from the right hand side. So setw is used to format the output. And the last new operator is a typecast operator. The typecast operator, it is used to convert an expression of a given type into the another type, is known as a typecasting. In C also we have used this typecasting, but in C++ the syntax is different. Here the first you have to declare the type name, and in the bracket you have to write the expression. So this expression is going to convert in this particular type. For example, average is equal to float in bracket sum divided by n. So if here sum is declared as an integer, then this sum divided by n, this answer is converted into the float, and that float value is stored into the average. So it is there is no possibilities to create a mismatch output. Okay. So this typecast operator, the concept is same as C, but the syntax is different in C++. So basically C++ support all that basic 8 operators which we have used in C++, and other than it, in C++ we are going to use scope resolution operator, memory management operators like new and delete, manipulators like AND, setw, and typecast operators. Thank you.